Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a look at a gun that I really do think is one of the best value starter guns on the market today. And that is the G&G CM16 Raider. And this one specifically is the Raider L with the slightly longer barrel. And this little baby comes in at an astounding £135 here in the UK. And for that, you get quite a lot. You get an M4 or AR-15 style platform and all of the benefits that that platform provides. So starting at the front, you get your barrel with a 14mm counterclockwise thread. So these guns can take anything you want in terms of tracers, suppressors, anything like that. You get the usual sort of Picatinny rail system. Now obviously this changes from M4 to M4 and AR-15 and what have you, dependent on your budget. Now the Raiders actually come with a particularly nice rail. It's nothing super fancy, but in terms of real estate, you've got obviously your monolithic rail across the top, and you also get your Picatinny rails in your 3, 6 and 9 positions as well. So this thing is more than capable of taking a host of accessories, whether it be an under barrel tag round launcher or a PEC box, torches, anything you want really. Cameras if you're going to look to become an airsoft YouTuber. And although the Picatinny rail is at all angles, it's still quite easy to C-clamp. It's not an uncomfortable hold. And that's because, as previously mentioned, this is an all-polymer gun, which I know some of you may think is a slight disadvantage or slightly less appealing. But in terms of usability, there's really nothing better. I have more expensive rifles and I've used more expensive rifles, and the problem with those is you become a bit precious with them. You don't want to hurt them. Certainly in outdoor games you don't want to be dragging them through the mud because they represent a big investment in terms of monetary wise. So with something like this, you're not afraid to throw it around a little bit, and the Raiders will take it all day long. They are absolute workhorses, and it's one of the reasons that they are the go-to weapon in terms of sites that offer out rental weapons. They are hugely reliable, very easy to service and maintain. They don't actually require that much maintenance. As I said, these things really are built to last. Now, as I said before, we have polymer rail, polymer receiver. Unfortunately, the Raiders are right-handed only. Obviously you can use it left-handed, but it's going to be a bit squiffy. And that means you've only got a mag release on this side, and all of your fire selector controls are by your thumb. Now, in terms of the controls, again, everything's still polymer, triggers polymer, controls are polymer, but they have a really good feeling to them. If you listen to this, the click is quite adequate. You know what you've selected and when, and it's positive and it stays in place. With regard to the stock, we have, I think it's 3 positions to choose from. So again, you can tailor it to fit your needs or requirements of the field that you're on, or just how generally big you are. And it's everything you could want from a starter gun. Gen 2 gearbox inside, so you have a host of upgrades you can do later on if you fall in love with it particularly and want to turn it into something a bit more special. And it's going to take those with no problem at all. Now, in terms of the G&G range, obviously the Raider isn't the be-all and the end-all. They do a fantastic range of sub-200 starter guns. By that I mean sub-£200, not 200 models. Although they probably do something close. And all you're really getting there is a difference in terms of maybe a steel receiver, maybe a slightly different handguard, different stock. Internally wise though, they're all going to be under £200, very, very similar internally. But yeah, with regards to that, I also have, just for comparison's sake, a standard CM16 Raider here, which, as you can see, there's the difference in the barrel length side by side. Other than that, the two guns are completely identical. This one comes in at 135, as previously mentioned, and you'll pick up a standard one, which is arguably more versatile, maybe for CQB use. These come in at closer to 150. I have no idea why these are more expensive than these. Go figure. Maybe it is just down to the versatility. Anyway, this has been your guide to the G&G Combat Master 16 Raider. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope it's been of some use to you. If it has, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.